gas prices are too dang high. Now, yes, gas prices are starting to come down. However, they're still pretty high. So I'm going to show you how to get the best bang for your buck while at the pump. My name is Will, aka Will the Budget Beast from the WT3, and I talk everything personal finance, from staying on a budget to taking trips with credit card points and everything in between. Whether you're bougie or broke, whether you ballin' or on a budget, I'm your guy. So please join the Budget Beast family by leaving a like, a subscribe, join the fan base. We are on the road to 100 right now. We're over halfway there, which is insane considering I only have 3 videos up and they're from like a year ago. So started getting back into it now that I'm on that budget journey, and I'm glad to be sharing it with all of you. Thank you so much for watching the video. Now, let's get into it. Sell your kidney. Now, there are a lot of reputable sites in which you can go on to sell and buy kidneys and other vital body parts. We have Facebook Marketplace, we have eBay, we have Amazon. They might even deliver it 2-day shipping. So just really try to weed out which ones you want to use, because other ones are a little bit more of a, I'm just playing with you. No, you do not have to sell your kidney. I promise gas prices are not that high yet. But they will be, so we need to be prepared to sell those kidneys whenever we are ready. I got a couple links, but I don't have any links. Please, nobody come knocking on my door. All right. Which brings me to tip number 2, so you don't have to sell your kidney. Sell other people's kidneys. Yes, selling other people's kidneys is a really safe way for you to make a little bit of extra money without really having to take on that risk of going on dialysis, of potentially having that kidney rejected from that person. They want to do a chargeback. You know, it gets a little murky. So try to utilize other people. Oh, wait. Give me 1 second. Getting a call. Yellow. Yep. Stop talking about selling kidneys. Huge liability problem. Could get sued. Could go to jail. Could be liable. Okay. Sue me for everything I got. Okay. Understood. Thank you. Bye. So that was my legal team, and turns out it's frowned upon to talk about organ harvesting in a finance video. So yeah, don't do that. All right, please don't. Which brings me to tip number 3, which is apply yourself. There are so many different apps out there, right? There's some for food. There's some for There's some for eating. There's some for sustenance, you know. No, I'm just playing. But there's apps for everything. There's apps for grocery stores. There's apps for food. And most importantly, and pertinent to this video, there are apps for gas stations. Almost every major gas station has an app, and almost every one of them provides you some type of benefit. I'm actually going to go through my 3 favorite apps, even though you can just search whichever gas stations are in your area. But I'm going to go over my 3 favorites and the perks that I utilize from them with you now. So, like I said, most of your savings are going to start with this right here. Oh, no, not WT3, although a lot of your savings are going to start there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. No, I mean with your phone. A lot of different companies have apps nowadays, and we're going to dive into my favorite 3. So, diving into it, we're going to go into our first app, which is going to be 7-Eleven. And yes, I did sit down, by the way, did not feel like standing anymore. And before you say anything, your mama. All right, so diving into the first app, we do have the 7-Eleven app. Now, it's not the one that I utilize the most, but I do get some good use out of it every now and again, right? There's 7-Eleven right up the street. But what I do like is the 7 Rewards program. I used to utilize it all the time when I wasn't eating as healthy as I am now. But I used to go there all the time, get snacks, get the pizzas, things like that. And the points came in handy. I got a lot of free items out of it. And of course, they have coupons that you can utilize as well, different savings and whatnot. But where the real savings come into play is going to be in this fuel section. Now, of course, you have where you can save 5 cents, but that's pretty standard, right? When you look at most of the applications for gas stations, they're all going to give you 5 cents. Shell's going to give you 5 cents. Wawa usually gives you 5 cents. Sometimes they'll go up to the 15 cents, but that's pretty standard, right? But where the real savings lie and what makes this kind of a sleeper app is this fuel lock price right here. So basically what it does is you can click in and lock in a fuel price. So say for instance, you just filled up, a little while back because you were somewhere else out of town and you're driving around and you're like, dang, that is a really good price. And I know I'm gonna have to fill up later. You can actually go in, click lock price, go down to regular. Let's say use regular like the rest of us. You find your participating store. Okay, this one works for me. And then you could click lock the price. And just like that, your price is locked, right? So now you can go to any participating 7-Eleven gas station and within 4 days and choose pay for the fuel within the fuel app, and it locked in that price. I've seen it sometimes where I lock in a price on a Wednesday because for some reason it does seem a little bit cheaper on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'll go on a Saturday and boom, price is locked. So it usually saves me sometimes up to 35-40 cents, just depending on when you lock it in and when you go to fill up. You could save a decent amount of money. So I personally really like that option, and that's what makes this kind of a sleeper app, if you will. So funny enough, the second app that I utilize for my gas savings isn't actually even a gas app, right? It's actually the Walmart app. Because I do have Walmart Plus, which I do get through another credit card, but I would have it anyways. Different video, separate video to talk about that one. But the draw to it is because I do have Walmart Plus, I do get fuel savings. So I do get 10 cents per gallon at either mobile or the Walmart gas stations if they do have like the Murphy fuel stations near you. If you do, I highly suggest it. They are a little weird because they do close at 10, which I've never seen a gas station close. It almost got me in trouble once, but other than that, they're usually the lowest price within a given vicinity, as well as you do get the 10 cents off with your Walmart Plus. So that's probably the app that I use the second most, just due to the fact that it's good savings. And all you really have to do is, you click here, you go ahead and find it, and boom, you can scan the code. And that kind of settles that. But that's probably the app I use the second most when it comes to gas, just due to the fact that if I'm not going to fill up at a Shell because maybe there's just not one near me, then of course I'll utilize the Walmart. Now for the app that I actually do use the most, and it's not even close, it's Upside. Get Upside. This app right here is probably one of my favorite apps, just due to the fact that it does help me combine with other different gas cards and different gas things and whatnot that help me to get the best amount of cash back. Now I have used it a couple times in the for restaurants and whatnot, but I've only used it like once or twice. But I mean, it still works. It's fine. I just haven't really used it as much. But one strategy that I love to utilize, as you can see on here, even though it doesn't have a great deal right now, usually it does, is that Shell is here, right? So that Shell is actually the one that I go to. So what I usually do is I'll activate this app. I'll use my 10 cents off, and they actually do combine and stack to give me the best deal. Now, right now it's only 1 cent, but hey, every penny counts, okay? Don't judge. I don't judge. But it does help with that is like my master combination. That's why I do love Shell, just due to the fact that I would say 90% of Shells are on Get Upside, which is why I did happen to choose Shell, because a lot of them are close to me and a lot of them are on Get Upside. So that's why I utilize it. But through this, I have unlocked so many rewards. Let's see. What am I at? What am I at? No, that is how you redeem it. But, my history. There we go. I have earned $47.99, and I really have only started using it that much this year. It's not even that much work either. You pull up to your gas station, you activate it, you pay with your card, and then that's it, right? You don't actually have to really do much. So that's why I enjoy using it. But as you can tell, I fill up very often. I typically try to fill up at least once a week. I have to, which is crazy because I get great gas mileage, but it's just a lot of driving. So this is probably the best combination of gas rewards that I do have, just due to the fact that it works for me, right? And loyalty works sometimes. It just depends how well you can utilize it. Sometimes the 7-Eleven price lock is a better option. Sometimes Wawa has 15 cents off. Sometimes BP has a better deal. It just depends on what you have going on for you that works for you. In this game of trying to save money, a lot of times loyalty is not the best deal. It just happens to work out for me right now. So that's what I go with, at least with that, which brings me to tip number 3, which is stop using your debit card. There are so many other options that you can utilize to pay that stores will actually reward you for using that isn't your debit card. Your debit card, it's great. It's a great tool. It gets the money from your account to the vendor and gets you items. But a lot of times you can circumvent that and still get some rewards. The best way that I like to do it is via credit cards. I do like using rewards credit cards to buy my gas. I do have gas cards that I utilize, which includes the Freedom Flex whenever I do have that quarterly category, or if it's not, then I use the City Custom Cash, which gives me 5 points per dollar whenever I utilize that. I'll have a separate video on that, just different cards that I use for whatnot. But that's one option that I do utilize is a rewards card, and I would highly suggest it because it does help you track your spending as well. So you know exactly how much you're spending on gas every single month, because a lot of times when you're just swiping a debit card, you're not really keeping track. At least I know I don't. You probably are a lot more responsible than I am. I do not spend responsibly, but which is why we are on this budget journey together. But I would say credit cards are probably one of your best bets. But even if you don't utilize credit cards, right, a lot of different apps have their own version of direct pays, right? For instance, Shell has S-Pay, where you can just directly link your bank account. Walmart has One, I think it's called, but where you can just directly link your bank account and it comes out like an ACH, but it's the same thing as using your debit card. However, you get deals, right? You get different options, you get percentages back. So really try to find out which gas stations take that different kind of pay and try to run with it, because why not save that money? You're going to spend the cash anyways. Save the money for it, right? Since you all have been so amazing and sat here and watched the entire video and watched me ramble on from dusk till dawn, I'm going to give you a 5th tip on saving money. This tip is probably going to be the most important one, at least to me, and has really helped in my development as well as saving money and learning budgeting tips. Tip number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Tip number 5 is going to be like and subscribe. Yes, I have another shameless plug in there. Please like and subscribe. We are on our way to 100 subscribers. Of course, we're trying to get to that 1,000 mark, and then of course 10,000, 100,000, a million. You know how that goes. But our first step, we're just taking those baby steps, is 100, and we appreciate every last one of you. We are going to be more consistent on this channel now, as I am on this budget journey. I do want to share it with you. My goal, my reason, my why is to make sure that nobody ever has generational poverty due to the fact of just not knowing, because there are a lot of people out there who just don't know, right? They don't know about rewards credit cards. They don't know about budgeting. They don't know that you can literally go to Costco, buy an entire ribeye and cut it up yourself. They don't know how to fix their own toilet, so they'll pay a plumber to do it and he'll jack up the price. They don't know how to fix things on their own car. This is a new journey for me as well too. I'm learning a lot of stuff, but I hope that through this journey I am able to educate and hopefully inspire some more budget beasts, and we can get our own budget beast army going on. So without anything else to further say, thank you so much for coming to the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. I'm watching you. I'm looking at you. Hey, come here. Hey, do it now. But thank you. I will see you all next week. Oh yeah, actually, before you go, quick stop because I forgot to mention it. Any of these apps that I've brought up that do have some type of referral link, I have placed down below in the description of this video. It really helps out the channel, especially since I'm not monetized or anything like that. I only have like 60 followers at this point, or subscribers. But it does help if you just utilize those links, those referral links, if you are signing up for any of these apps, which I highly suggest you do because gas is expensive. So that link will be down below. And yeah, now have a good day. But hey, still like and subscribe. I'm still watching you. All right. Get it right.